driest state in the US. But if you know where to look, there's water. And there are waterfalls. Slot canyons and waterfalls are always on the schedule here at UTopia. And today we take you to the Escalante River, to the most colorful waterfalls in the state. Come along as we hike Calf Creek Falls.
Few people need to be told what a waterfall is. But National Geographic defines a waterfall as a river or other water's steep fall over a rocky ledge into a plunge pool below. There are approximately 75 waterfalls in Utah. So what makes a waterfall a waterfall? You could go cross-eyed and half crazy trying to figure that out. There is no agreed-upon academic definition of a waterfall, but one thing's for certain: Upper and Lower Calf Creek Falls are undeniably in this class. Located south of Boulder, Utah, in Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument, two of the most popular must-see attractions flow and crash through the desert. If there were 7 wonders of Utah, like 7 wonders of the world, Upper and Lower Calf Creek Falls would be 2 of them. These falls are found on Calf Creek, a south-flowing tributary of the Escalante River. The name stems from the pioneers' use of this area as a natural pen for calves back in the late 1800s. They say no 2 snowflakes are the same. We say no 2 waterfalls are the same. They also say it's not the destination, it's the journey. But with a waterfall as your destination, this type of hike may be the exception to that saying. We start out today by hiking first to Lower Calf Creek Falls, which is the more popular of the 2 falls, likely because there are facilities, camping, parking lots, and the hike is not as technical. Though both hikes are enjoyable, the Lower Falls is more accessible, an easier hike, a larger falls, and much more crowded. The 6-mile out-and-back hike is relatively flat, and the trailhead is easy to find. Located just off Utah State Road 12, the highway between Escalante and Boulder, look for the sign for Bureau of Land Management, BLM, Calf Creek Campground. The hike to Lower Calf Creek Falls sends the visitor through deeply carved canyons surrounded by Navajo sandstone and Kayenta rock formations. The walk is pretty mellow, but can prove a bit of a slog when sand gets deep. The Navajo sandstone, streaked with mineral deposits, towers over hikers who tromp through snake grass and beaver ponds en route to this veritable oasis in the desert. The waterfall is a sight to behold. Streaming down more than 125 feet along mineral-stained sandstone, Lower Calf Creek Falls is considered a cascade falls because the water descends a series of rock steps. To avoid big crowds, visit midweek. The optimal time of year for a visit is spring or fall because the in-between months in Utah's deserts are never forgiving. Summer months will be hot, but the freezing pools are much more enticing when you're dying from the heat. The drive between Lower and Upper Calf Creek Falls is so spectacular, it is on the list of top American byways, a term used by the Department of Transportation designating 150 American roads special because of their vistas or historical significance. This could be the most beautiful drive in Utah. With steep drop-offs on both sides of the road, don't get complacent. The Upper Calf Creek Falls trailhead is difficult to find, and that's one reason you won't find crowds like the lower falls. Look for a dirt road between mile markers 80 and 81 on Highway 12. There is no signage until you get to the actual trailhead. The hike to Upper Calf Creek Falls is a 3-mile round trip, half the distance as the hike to Lower Calf Creek Falls. But this hike is much more strenuous, with an elevation gain of 600 feet. To navigate, follow the footprints, and when the footprints disappear due to lack of sand and dirt, follow the cairns. Down the rock face, into the cottonwoods, through the vegetation, it begins to get noticeably cooler, and a sound like someone taking a shower slowly rises in the distance. Then, voila! Upper Calf Creek Falls, with an 88-foot drop and idyllic pools below. Upper Calf Creek Falls is a plunge waterfall. This means it is fast-moving, descends vertically, and loses complete contact with the bedrock surface. After visiting Calf Creek Falls, you may be inspired to visit other falls and maybe even become a waterfaller, a term coined for people who frequent waterfalls and continually seek them out. The action of pounding water from a falls creates negative ions in the air, similar to the conditions immediately after thunderstorms and from crashing surf at the beach. Ions are molecules that have lost an electrical charge. Negative ions increase the flow of oxygen to the brain, resulting in higher alertness, decreased drowsiness, and more mental energy. Why are waterfalls so rejuvenating? Some would say it's because of the ions. But it's also worth noting that we tend to spend time with people we care about in the pursuit of waterfalls, and we always return to our lives in a much better mood. Calf Creek Falls. 2 more reasons to fall in love with this place we call Utopia.
Calf Creek Falls. Wow, take note. If you are looking for solitude, this is not the hike for you. And while we try not to promote an already busy spot, it is important to realize that there are those who would like more than anything to build roads and extract coal and uranium in Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument, not far from the spot. If you care about these places, let's protect them from development. Check out previous episodes of Utopia on our website, and remember, we don't inherit the earth from our parents. We borrow it from our children.